Oh, is that what it is?
Yes. All right.
Oh, we have sound. Yay.
I think we did.
You should start singing.
Sounds like a mad scientist.
I forgot how it goes.
Welcome to the tea party.
I like the reverb.
Welcome. Hoo-ha.
What kind of
Getting a lot of feedback.
That sounds
Getting
cool.
feedback.
JJ.
Feedback.
box?
Yes.
Feedback. Back.
What kind of getting out?
Yeah.
What do you need?
The box.
Tea. We would need tea.
This week?
No,
That's spelled.
that'll work too. This doesn't look like normal.
Tea. What else do we have here?
Oh my gosh, we're giving the people.
There we go.
Knickknacks.
You should be tea mistress in his absence.
I am a tea mistress.
Yes, well, turn the television volume down.
Maybe it's
And
yeah, it's
JJ.
TV box.
Oh yeah.
The volume.
Yes. Does that help? Now, where did the headphones go?
I stuck it over here because it was lots of
All the way down.
All the way down.
squeaky
There
stuff
we go.
going to the people.
There we go.
Is that better?
All right. Is this tea you brought with you?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to the Mad Scientists Tea Party. We're getting started a little late today, and boy, do I need a cup of tea. Let me see. Grab me the tea ball. Let me see the teapot,
Tea box.
because for some reason the tea ball. All right, we have a way that we do things. I'll show you about my teapot. But here's the deal. The lid is not supposed to fall off of the teapot, and off of our old teapot it didn't, but off of the new teapot it does.
Well,
So,
actually,
okay, I'll tell you.
was it not?
Yeah, it doesn't work. No. Now this is good. Oh yes, this is the good stuff. I call this like the three little thingies and the splush. That's what. But do you know what that means? That means rock tea. Okay, and this is like one of the 10 most popular teas in China.
Rock tea.
Rock tea, and this stuff rocks.
This tea is rocking.
Was it made from rocks?
They, I think they actually beat it on rocks and bruise it as part of making it have its flavor. But see what this is my favorite, so we'll go with it. Although the other stuff is not shabby by any means.
What is in here? What is this?
That is tea, and I don't know its name. It was a free sample that the tea salesman guy wanted me to try, and if he told me its name, it's some kind of a Chinese word that would mean nothing to me anyway. And so at last I'm beginning to.
Now, so I heard this was live.
This is
However,
live. You are on television now, so you can't say the word.
But the other night I was cleaning my apartment and I was watching this show. And it was late at night.
Yeah.
So does that mean that they re-air it?
And you were watching what? The Mad Scientist Tea Party?
Yeah,
No, they didn't tell me. Did they re-air it?
I think so.
I don't
Because
think.
I know it was nighttime. It was dark outside. It was a couple nights ago.
I don't know how.
Last week.
I don't know how they could have possibly done that. We should
If we're ready.
look at that. I got this thing in just in time, didn't I? Okay, just in time. All right. Okay. Now, okay. Was there another baggie? Was there another baggie in here with some artificial sweeteners? There we go. Thank you.
Chemicals. Yay.
You might want to take it off.
Okay. What you need to do now is take that. Did you pour it all into the pot? Pour everything into the teapot. Okay, because we're going to need it all. Now we need to refill that.
Okay.
Please.
So,
That stuff makes me sleepy.
John,
Yeah.
turn this back on.
Yes. And all of that depends on how much tea everybody can drink, but I recommend that we get it brewing because Jen will stick in here and she'll come in with a cup the size of her head and it'll take half the pot or more.
Now, do you mind if I
Let's be-
dunk that ball a little bit to get it mixed in there good? Or do you like to leave it alone?
I used to work at Starbucks, and
Here.
I
It's a lid.
studied up on the teas.
And you're not supposed to agitate it?
No, actually,
Don't
it makes it bitter.
agitate.
It makes it bitter.
We have a thing that we call the showing of the tea, and we pretend that we have paintings on the wall because we don't have our paintings up, so we just pretend. And we take the
We can
tea
visualize that we have
and we take
great
the
art.
Mhm.
We have visualized that we have some great art.
yeah. Like little old Fort Leroy portraits and stuff, you know what I mean? And then and big old fat guys in like fancy things and horses and such. And then we take the teapot around and show the photos to the teapot. Now that's how much agitation a teapot should have.
Gotcha.
Is our logic behind that. Well,
Have you attended any high teas?
I've been pretty high at some teas before.
So,
They were
have you gone
probably
to
low
like some
teas, but-
afternoon teas
That is a-
at different places?
I'm gonna plan.
Occasionally.
Where?
No special. Friends' houses.
I
and
have an
stuff.
announcement to make. Laura of Laura Can't Cook is moving to LA.
Oh.
Today is her very last day in the station and probably that we will ever see her.
Aw.
And we are all very sad by this.
Aw.
So she's filling out
We should
paperwork.
have my seat.
But if you guys could course her to get ready, I'll just
Yes.
push her in.
Okay, we have a question for you, Jen Mass. Jen,
To LA. Yes.
she had a question about seeing this on, this is the person that asked.
Yeah,
She saw this
I
on
thought I
TV late
remember
at night?
Seeing, this show in the evening, cause I was.
She said she
4
saw
to
it
6. Maybe there was one day it went to 6:30.
one day, it went to 6:30.
It was like dark outside. Maybe I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Positive.
Completely
It's
wrong.
only been live. We haven't recorded it.
Maybe a
perfect,
large
yeah.
tree fell in front of your window.
There's,
It's possible. I
The
may have just
answer.
completely lost track of time, and it could have been the afternoon when I really thought it was like 11 p.m.
To me, often I don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
okay.
So I used to live in New Orleans and I have a really good friend that lives there, and when I go down to see her, we go to tea in the afternoon at the Windsor Court Hotel, which is owned by Brits. And they have little stacked like trays, like 4 high, little tea sandwiches and little things. And so I've had tea at Windsor Court Hotel in New Orleans, which is quite lovely.
We used to have a little tea house here in Asheville that did high tea, but it's gone.
Really?
Oh, you know who does it in town is Chelsea. Chelsea has tea in the little
Chelsea's.
Chelsea's
Yeah.
in Biltmore Village.
There's something that I'm supposed to be doing.
Leading us?
Not really. I'm not. I'm hoping that y'all.
Start talking about tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna put these back. I took these off so I could do something, but I don't remember what it is. If y'all would talk, I will get better volume.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
how long does this take to? Are we gonna do it for like 4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah.
how long do you recommend being a former barista?
Usually it's 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, and know what it is
Some
now.
people brew it for a really long time. My ex-mother-in-law used to brew sweet tea overnight. She put a whole bunch of bags in, and she boiled the bags, and then she'd take after boiling the bags, she'd take the pot off and leave it on the counter overnight. And the next day, you got to drink this really awesome dirty sock tea because it tasted so it was like tepid brackish pond water. You know, it was really
Wow,
gross.
that bad,
It
huh?
was disgusting. But
Did
you know,
she do
you can't tell
anything
your
else
you can't tell
good?
your mother-in-law that she makes sweet tea.
The wrong way.
Do you see a little thing that looks like a green teapot?
Yeah, it's in that box
No, it's on top of the television.
on top of the television.
Oh, there it is.
That's the cream. You want
I have the cream right here.
I went to a high tea last year
There's
for
milk-
the
there's
paper
milk
that
in it.
report,
Uh-huh.
and
I think it's pretty
it was like a high tea with the little sandwiches,
Uh-huh.
and they had a ladies' hat parade. It's like big floppy hats, little floppy hats.
Maybe I'll wear a big floppy hat next time.
Well, I'm a hat maker, so I should wear a hat.
You should bring a big floppy
It's
hat.
well, the thing is it can't be too big. 'Cause
Big
then it'll
little
block each
flowers
other's
in
face.
there.
Well, maybe by next week I'll have one that I can wear.
Maybe a tea
Big
is ready.
feather one, a little
Yes.
feather one.
Yeah,
maybe?
feathers always had a lot of drama to a hat.
Actually, they had the most most hat ridiculous or something like that.
Oh, see, I don't like
outrageous.
that. I don't like ridiculous looking hats.
No irony in hats. Hats for hat's sake.
Well, they had the most beautiful. Somebody won the most beautiful hat. Then they had someone had the most hatrageous. You know, most stylish hat.
Oh, those
See anything
wacky
you like?
punsters.
Oh yeah. Nice hats. Plenty of hats.
A plethora.
What's the newspaper that you said for?
Hendersonville Times.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen The Three Amigos?
Oh,
Yeah, but I was like, yay big.
That's the only reason I know that word, plethora.
a plethora.
Yes.
I actually know that. I mean, I've known the word for a while, but I never
What was
actually
the
heard
bill?
anyone but me use that word until this good friend of mine. He was in the military, and we were leaving base, and he was. I think he was gonna be out of the military in like 2 days. He was doing all this separations stuff, and
I think it's tea.
Oh, it's just. See, no, please, Stacy. I don't have any coordination left in me. I'm so tired, and but the other day we dropped the whole box and all the Wedgwood china and all the stuff that was made for this king and that king and all that kind of stuff. It was all smashed into little pieces.
So how did you
Here,
just
put
use
this on the
plethora?
table. They stayed in the bottom there. They didn't come
so
out.
he he got stopped at the front gate when we were leaving
Oh, here's
base,
the
and
lid.
of course, since he was getting out of the military, he had already sort of started to grow out his hair, and he hadn't had a shave in a few days, you know, and a lot of times people would catch him, you know, on base and say something about it, but the front gate guard actually made him stop and get out of the car, and he wrote him up to his, whatever it's called, like gave him page 11 or something.
NCO or something.
To his, yeah, to the NCO or whatever, and on it said the reason was a plethora of facial hair. And that was just so amusing.
That's when word a day counters run amok right
I'm
there.
sure John has a plethora of facial
I have a veritable
It
nail
was in the
detector.
bathroom.
hairs.
I was assuming that you left it in the, did you leave it in the
It's in
bathroom
it.
when you
All
okay,
the
there we
time.
go.
Well, but
It's
I
still
thought you
there.
probably wanted
Yes.
to do your routine first.
Would you like your chair
If
back?
I run out of tea, I'll start drinking it.
I couldn't resist it.
I understand it. I'm so tired. I just have to.
Oh, yes.
Sharpie.
Perhaps we need some more chairs, particularly if we're going to bring
I'm
Laura
gonna
in.
go. I'm going to go get another chair.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit closer.
Oh, here, I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's not. I like it a little darker. It's getting a little darker as it goes. Oh well.
Don't do that. It'll make it bitter.
Yeah, have some of that and see if there's some left. If not, hopefully. Oh, I did manage to bring one spoon, didn't I? Well, I don't know. All in all, I'm lucky to have gotten here with as many things as I did get here with. Let's see.
Working out.
So do you have to break down your tea kit when you get home, or do you have it all together so you don't have to get it to get, you know, you have to repack and unpack every time?
I have to wash it.
So Laura,
I have to unpack it and wash everything. And
Laura
Maybe
can't
we
cook.
should wash it here.
I have a bigger sink at home.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out. Actually, I have
I
so
feel like
much
I
stuff.
should
I'm
have,
trying
but
to
I
figure out
haven't.
Let me see if I can
How
find
to-
it.
how to
Okay.
leave
One simple
things set up. For instance, okay,
Okay.
now we need
Absolutely.
Pull it down.
put up
Where
The backdrops.
The backdrops, yeah, but I think we're gonna run without the backdrops today. I have this strange notion that we're running without the backdrops today. Because I don't feel like putting them up, nor do I even feel like fooling with someone else putting them up.
Keep talking about Colleen.
I hear you.
But tomorrow will be better. I'll be more together. But you see, I do the radio bistro, and so I don't get off till it's about 11 o'clock when I get off from doing that 11 o'clock at night from doing the Green Radio Bistro. And then hey, come in and then have a seat.
Come on.
Somebody fix her a cup of tea.
Have my
Let me get some tea.
No, I really am. I don't.
You don't drink tea?
Do I need to have tea?
You don't need to have.
Ah, there's no tea left.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Smoke
because
tea.
that's what that is.
Is
Yes.
this your
One more tea.
Do we need to refill the
Pour the water in, please.
Well, do we need to refill the tea, or should just pour more
Just
water?
pour
on
some
top?
water in it.
Okay.
It'll probably work if you pour it right on the. Was it?
It's all that big.
It's very hot. Hold on.
Where did y'all get this tea?
All of him.
Lift again.
China.
Really?
We actually all got on a boat. and we went to China.
Not that slow boat you were on. It was a moderately fast boat this time.
Nice.
Actually, well, when I was paddling
Brought some
quickly,
chocolate. Do you want some chocolate?
Yes.
I got tired.
Yes.
What, is it some kind of imported chocolate? This says a V on it. What's that?
L for lemon ginger.
Oh my! What's the other one?
One of them is cherry.
Cherry.
Cherry. That's a
It's
cherry.
cherry.
What is this?
Okay.
We don't know actually. It
That's
was a
the
free
chai.
sample
I think the
the
chai
tea
is
salesman gave to him. So I understand that Laura Can't Cook will not have no more new episodes at least?
No, it will.
It will.
Actually, because we have filmed 5, and I just turned the second one in, and so I'm still going to continue to edit them.
Oh, okay.
How will you edit in California?
Well, I'm going to Louisville first. That's my hometown for a month, and my brother has Final Cut, so I'm gonna.
Make
But
your
you're
brother
make-
do it.
You're making the permanent move to LA.
Nothing is permanent,
Oh, okay.
but yeah.
Alright.
So you're
My best
making
friend's
them-
from Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, really?
His name is Chris McNeil. I'll show him his last name.
I don't think.
So why
Where we went to school.
LA?
Why not Sacramento? Really? Why do people, no one
Well,
goes
I
Sacramento?
prefer saying I'm going to California.
Oh, okay.
In Los Angeles, but no, I came here to focus on writing. I mean, I started out as an actor, and then as an actor, director, writer, and then I came here to focus on writing, and I just want to get more into directing and editing, as well as writing, and that
That's
has
the
more
town for it.
opportunities. So, what's that?
So, if any prospective actual filmmakers need an in, they should
They should, yes,
start,
look me up,
start,
because
start,
I'm definitely the person who has the
start slipping you
connections.
things underneath bathroom stall
Right.
doors, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll be in there.
It's kind of funny because when I moved to Asheville, when I was planning on moving to Asheville back in late '97, it was either going to be Asheville or LA. I could have been part of a migration from my hometown in Connecticut out to LA, but somehow I ended up choosing Asheville instead.
Where in Connecticut?
Middletown, Connecticut.
Really? My great aunts have a place
The
in
chai
Brantford.
chocolate
Okay.
is
That's where I have
very
Thanksgiving
strange.
every year.
Connecticut's a very
Good.
small place.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But
Can I say, I was
But
telling you guys
many
earlier.
people
Very
have
different.
told me about choosing Asheville over LA that I chose very, very wisely.
Well, I've met a lot of people actually who have moved here from LA.
No, yeah, and
Yeah.
they all said, "Oh,
So
yeah, you
very
chose
weird
wisely."
connections.
Is it-
Let
it's
me
probably
let's
done
make
right
sure
now.
that's turned the right way. There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
She wants some.
Okay. Well, you know what? Since I'm grabbing, I'm gonna be a piggy and pour for myself first. And it's really weak-looking tea.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, we should
Tea
Probably used to
for
simmer a
one.
little more.
So, since this is sort of like the last, well, not last day, but you and your
It
2 weeks
gets-
notice for the
okay.
job, sort of.
Matt,
Right.
the
What's
top
true
falls off
unvarnished
of
opinion
this.
I got it.
TV. What shows do you like? What shows do you hate?
Okay.
Dish, dirt,
Jen,
shit. Come on,
Just have a little, and later come back when we'll have a better pot going. Because this is,
Hate anything.
so
Check it out,
This is-
John.
I was actually watching this at home when there was
I was actually
no
talking
sound
to
earlier.
Michael. See, see
And
how
I called
confident
in and I
on
was
the
about
ball I
ready
am?
I know, but it
and all
will
of a sudden
fall
the
off.
audio
The-
is arriving
we
shortly. I
broke
was like,
the
I
old
guess I know.
teapot.
Oh, it seems to be the same arrangement.
Yes, it looks just the same, but it falls off.
Oh.
It doesn't hold. This,
So it in fact, even though it looks exactly the same, it is in fact inferior to the previous teapot. That's very unfortunate.
Nice.
Well, I'll bring you a different teapot that works.
do you have a,
So,
I think my
Do you have a-
like
proliferation of
Cuisine
teapots?
and
Actually,
the
I
Casey
have
Watership.
Wow,
Two that I.
you're
That's
fortunate.
the which one is that, the Casey Watership?
I have
It's
but
the guy.
I have but two, and I use one as a
know.
cream picture.
Talking. I mean, it's just.
Actually,
Oh,
and then
got
he'll
another
have, like,
one that was
montages
made
of
in
pictures
Yeah,
and-
that guy.
Japan, but I don't
You
have
like that
a
one?
lid
It's
for it.
fascinating.
That's
Jen
the
and
word.
I have actually talked about it a lot.
Were there enough
over
cups
the-
for everybody to have cups?
You ever see an old Second City skit, SCTV
So-
skit about Ed
It's quite
Grimley?
delicious, by the way.
Is it good?
I get reminded.
Was it steeped enough?
Casey
I think
reminds me
so.
of Ed Grimley so much.
It looks
I've
about
just
right.
kind of messed up my palate a little bit eating that chocolate there, but when I first tasted it, it was
Have you
quite
seen Mount
fruity
Dungeon?
and flowery and
Yeah.
delicious.
Oh.
I know, you told me about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What happened?
I know. They're wearing shirts. Sorry.
Well,
I'm really
we have episodes up on the internet, so if people want to go to our website.
not dungeon.com.
Yes,
Yes.
Right?
Well,
We have
the
one.
one. And that's,
One.
We're working on a
DJ
second.
Mr.
What's the software
there's
you
a
need? Is it
MySpace.
QuickTime?
Huh?
To download
actually,
it?
yes,
no, you don't need to
MySpace.
download it all. We have the first one on Google Video, so you just
Oh,
need to.
okay.
It's embedded right in the website. You just go to the website. And as long as you have a decent computer, you can play it. You're good.
Okay, so if you have a website and you want to upload just a little clip, this is not tea related, and you don't want to like go to YouTube or something, what do you need to do to get your little clip in your
Well,
own
you do need
website?
to use a site like YouTube.
Okay, so you need like a hosting site.
Yes, I mean, we're using Google Video for ours only because YouTube limits its stuff to 10 minutes.
Uh huh.
You can only do relatively short clips. With Google Video, you can have a 30-minute show like we
Okay.
have.
So go to Google and check there.
Check there, yes.
Okay.
See if there's a cup. If there's not, see
Oh,
if there's
there's
one.
cups in there.
Yes, we have.
There is. I mean,
no.
it's as a consumer report sort of thing. Our person who uploads the show has been having a devil of a time uploading to Google Video, which is why we're having a bit of a backlog with that. I imagine URTV is simpler to use. So if you have something that you can,
You mean
use
YouTube?
YouTube, yes. If you have something that's either under 10 minutes or you can split it in 10 minutes, I would actually recommend it. But if you have the long thing, go Google.
I brought you a chair once. You gave
Well,
it
that
to a
and that
girl.
might be
It's not
part
my
of the
problem.
problem if you have a long clip.
Yeah, but I mean,
Not
the
a
longer.
problem.
Because that could
Yes.
probably, they
A woman,
ostensibly
a lady.
take a long
Was her
time,
last
like
day
it
here.
takes
He
to
was
burn
being
something.
chivalrous.
Also, as
Yeah.
Google
I was
from
being
the bigger the
chivalrous by calling
file
you
you're
a
doing
girl.
on the internet, the more likely it's going
No, I was
to,
being chivalrous.
well,
No.
behave interestingly.
Yeah, that's.
So if you got your web hosting account, you just load it up to a file on your website or?
No,
Oh, okay, yeah,
You
because
op-
you gotta go somewhere else
Yeah,
with it.
you upload to Google Video, we just put a link from Google Video onto the website.
So,
You let Google Video worry about the hosting and bandwidth and all that. Here you go.
Great, and how much does they charge?
Oh, they're
you?
free. All these things we're using are free.
I'm just gonna watch TV.
Cool. Now, do you have an eyelash
sit all late
extension?
to ourselves.
No.
Do you have a remote?
Did you
I
have
don't.
eyelash transplants?
Not that I know of. But thank you.
Those aliens can be darn sneaky
I've
sometimes.
never had
with us.
any transplant.
Because your eyelashes are extremely long. And I was looking at her and said, does she have some of those eyelash extensions? You know, you can get eyelash extensions now that are glued onto your eyelashes. And they'll last. They'll last.
Transplant?
I actually
Didn't
think
you
they're
get
violently
Botox in your
prehensile
lips?
when you were done it.
They'll last for 3 or 4 months. They'll last as long as your eyelash lasts. And then when it falls out,
Your
it-
eyelashes only last 3 or 4 months?
Yeah.
Really?
At last, the tea party is happening.
yeah, your eyelashes will
Yeah, I've heard they-
reproduce
they-
every
they,
3 or
um,
4 months.
What they do is somehow they attach a little extension onto your eyelash.
Your entire body replaces itself every 7 years.
It does.
Oh,
Yes.
Isn't
Well,
the
it's
exception
Interesting.
nerve cells?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I do know that the nerve cells regenerate a lot more than they used to think they did. They're
Like,
regenerating.
yeah, they're finding out people with brain damage are actually regenerating brain cells.
But is it
Good
are
for
they
them.
damaged brain cells or are they? Oh.
I mean, they're fresh brains. I mean, like, let's say you have brain damage and then you lose some memory function. You know, you'll have brain cells that'll regenerate, but they still have to be sort of mapped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they have
Yeah.
to be. It's almost like a blank CD, you know, and you have to burn something onto it. And so, yeah, they will regenerate, but you have to also work to reconnect. So, like, let's say you have memories that you're missing or problems with memory or whatever. If you know,
That
go
need to
through
pay
a whole
attention to
process
this.
of like, you know, trying to remap those things or remember those things and do things that you used to do that were part of the memories that you lost, then it'll help to remap everything. I've
So if they came
Studied
up with a
cognitive
magical
psychology.
cure for Alzheimer's and somebody who's deep into Alzheimer's got the shot, they might recover like functionality, but a lot of stuff may potentially just be lost.
Like a
Yeah,
story.
well,
Like
it
they
is,
could
'cause
become a new
it is
person,
lost.
but they wouldn't become their old person.
yeah, because it all has to be. It's like they regenerate, but it's like a blank slate.
Can't quite.
That's good fodder for science
So you
fiction
have
stories.
functioning there, but you don't.
Actually, it is.
Tabula
Issues
rosa.
like that,
Is that blank slate? Tabula rosa?
Tabula rasa.
Right, did you see
Actually, I read a
No, I
Tabula rasa.
remember that from a psych class many
Well,
many
yeah, but it's- I mean, it's the
years
Latin
ago.
term for blank slate.
Tabula rosa, the
It was
blank
actually
slate.
a great comic book story in one issue of Transmetropolitan that dealt with people in the far future, people that had their heads frozen in cryogenics who finally were with futuristic technology brought back.